Hi everyone, James here with a different kind of video. These are deleted videos that I did a while ago. Most of these are from like a long while ago. If I recall correctly, I worked on these before Christmas of 2021, so yeah, it's using older models, older. I just don't think that releasing them now would be appropriate, because then there would be a lot of confusion, because I've changed a lot of stuff, the track, the lighting, just a whole bunch of stuff. Now this first one was supposed to be my Christmas special, and I actually had 2 Christmas specials planned, but neither of them got finished. So instead, I did Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree, and that's what we have today. So yeah, enjoy this. The snow was bothering the engines on the island of Sodor, as with the winter season came the delays. 1956 was one of these winters. The engines would have to go slow in case of an accident, making most trains very late. The Fat Controller was not too pleased with this at all, and tried to change the timetables to work around the snowy weather, which evidently made things worse. He had assigned some of their shunters, like Thomas and Percy, to the Farquhar branch line, instead of helping Doc shunt the yard at Netford. This meant that Doc had to shunt all the trains while going slower due to the icy rails. This made the train start off late, which prompted discussion among Doc and Gordon. "I can't believe you, Doc," spluttered Gordon. "Finally shunting my coaches on time. That's the first time this season." "It's not my fault," said Doc. "It's this darn winter season. It's making the rails slippery and all. It's not safe to go as fast as we do in the spring or summer." "Puh! It wouldn't be any harder with those restrictions. You're pulling words out of your bunker." And Gordon steamed over the express. "Hurry, hurry, hurry!" he called to the coaches. "We mustn't make up for lost time." The coaches were feeling tired. They hadn't had much to do that day, and were feeling bored. Gordon continued to speed up. When they passed a sign that read, "All trains slow down to 25 miles per hour or less." Gordon saw this, but ignored it. His driver eased him off. "Come on, Gordon, obey the speed limit. We aren't trying to win a race." "We are then," as Gordon said to himself. "I'll show that Duck," he said. "It's just as safe to go this fast in the winter as it is in the summer." So, yeah, that's that. And I thought it was just really, really bad. The story was good at the beginning, but towards the end it gets really bad. And yeah, I wasn't wanting to release that. So the next one we have is called A Christmas Conundrum. This one actually has a title. The story idea was by me, and my friend, The Great Western World, adapted it into a full story. And I read it, and it was pretty good. It's definitely better than what I could do. I'm not a good writer. Everyone knows that. And so I was like, hey, I'm gonna adapt this for Christmas. I ended up not finishing it in time, and the new Thomas came out. And I wanted to use that for snow, but then, inconsistencies, and I didn't want to start over, and then Christmas was already over, and it's just like that, So, that's why I didn't release it, but, here you go. Enjoy!
Everyone knows that Thomas the Tank Engine loves his branch line. It's a sight to behold. But in winter, it gets just as much, if not more, attention. The fresh coats of white, fluffy snow will go perfectly with the bridges and tunnels. Today, however, it was snowing hard. No one was surprised, however, as it was the grueling month of December. I don't understand it. In November, the snow fell so gracefully. Now it's nothing but blizzards. Of course there'll be snowstorms, Thomas. Jack Frost is always busy this month. You really don't believe in that rubbish, do you? It's not rubbish. Yes, indeed. Watch what you say, Thomas. There could be consequences. Pah! Later that night, the engines all returned to the sheds, except Toby. He and Henrietta were on a special job. Thomas, you'll never guess what I saw today. Jack Frost, said Thomas sarcastically. No, silly, Percy laughed. I saw a snow owl. That's cool, Percy. Now let's get to sleep. That would be nice, but I have to pull the mail train. See you in the morning. All right.
I hope you enjoyed that little snip of the episode. Most of these episodes aren't complete, so that's what you're going to be seeing. This next one was one written by me, and it was basically the origins of how Bill and Ben came to Sodor and how they had to prove their worth to stay on Sodor. I didn't want to cancel this project at one point. But then I put it off, and I kept putting it off, and then I stopped, and then I started to do it. But the way I made it was I took Wooden Railway, Roblox, and Trainz, and I put them all in one. So it's like a mix of all of them, and it's kind of all over the place, and I don't think that you guys would have really enjoyed it. It's a good story. I might consider doing it again, but probably not. Just I'm gonna do a community poll on one episode of which one you guys want me to adapt, and I'm gonna wait a week. And once the results come out, I'm going to adapt that episode and finish it, or just completely remake it. So, yeah, here you go.
Ever since the China Clay Works had opened on Edward's branch line, he and James had been working their tenders off. On top of back-to-back goods in their passenger trains, they had to deliver China Clay, too. James would often complain about all the work.
This is terrible, he said. Too many passenger trains and even more goods. This is too much work for us to even think of handling the China Clay.
Although Edward did agree with James's constant complaining got very annoying. One morning, the Fat Controller came to the shed to check on how James and Edward were doing.
Hello, you two. The document informed me that you have been working off your wheels and need help.
Yes, sir, agreed Edward.
Fortunately, I was able to purchase 2 shuttle tank engines from Port to Par to go on trial. They'll be arriving in 2 days, so please make them feel welcome.
And with that, he left to go eat Burger King.
Scrumptious.
Edward was waiting at Wellsworth when the engines arrived. They quietly snuck up alongside him and blew their whistles loudly.
Ah! Edward wheezed. That was not funny, whistled Edward. It was only a little joke, one said. Yeah, said the other. Edward was stern. If you're going to work on this railway, I expect you to be on your best behavior. There isn't any time for jokes or games. Do you understand? Yes, sir, said the twins sheepishly. The Fat Control's a nice man, but he does not tolerate jokes. I recommend being on your best behavior when he gets here. And, by the way, I'm Edward. What are your names? I'm Bill, and I'm Ben. Your nameplates say otherwise, laughed Edward, and he puffed away with his train. Soon, the Fat Controller arrived. Welcome, you two. I am Sir Chopham Hatch, head of the whole railway. If you wouldn't mind following James and I to the China Clay Works, we can get started. Yes, sir, they said together. The twins scampered behind James and soon they were arrived at the clay works. Bill and Ben were excited. We can have lots of fun here, said Bill just smirked. They played with cars all day, while Bill assembled the trucks of China clay. Ben pulled them to the harbor, where they were either loaded onto ships or added onto one of Edward or James's trains. Ben puffed into the China Clay Works from the harbor and bumped some cars into Bill. Ow! Bill peeped. What the heck was that for? I didn't mean to do that, Bill. Yes, you did. You did that on purpose. Did not. Did to. Did not. Did to. Did not. Did to. Stop bickering, you two, said the Fat Controller. He stepped out of Edward's cab and walked over to the twins. You might not know this, but there is a shipment of China clay that was ordered today. If you engines are able to get this order filled on time, I might let you stay here and run the China Clay Works. Bill and Ben were nervous. This might be their only chance to stay on the railway.
The twins set to work. Car after car was added onto the train, and before they knew it, they had finished arranging the train. They had coupled up to the front and together, puffing hard, they slowly moved the train out of the China Clay Works.
That was a cute story, don't you think? I really wish I could have finished that one, but hey, if you guys vote for it, maybe I will. Anyways, this next one is pretty short. It was really just a Duck and the Diesel trilogy. I was looking at my old channel and I saw this Duck and the Diesel trilogy that I did, and it was terrible. I'll link it down in the description. But you know, I just really wanted to remake it, and so I was just like, alright, screw it, I'm doing it. But I ended up not finishing it because I lost interest in the project. I wanted it to be like custom music and sound effects, so I took the narration from the Ladybird books and I put my own music to it. So yeah, you'll see that here. Enjoy!
Duck is very proud of being Great Western. He talks endlessly about it, but he works hard too and makes everything go like clockwork. It was a splendid day. The trucks and coaches were behaving well, and the passengers had stopped grumbling. the engines didn't like having to bustle about. There are two ways of doing things, Duck told them. The Great Western Way or the wrong way. I'm Great Western, and don't we know it? The engines groan.
This next one I started when the Marvelous Mainland Model Works' CGI Hero came out. And I was like, boy, what's the best episode with Henry and Hero? Because the Soda Factory's Henry had come out around that time. And I was like, oh, of course, Henry's Hero. So I made Henry's Hero. And it took a long time because I didn't really have everything I needed. And my lighting in the beginning was so bad. It got so much better towards the end. It's just like, but then I was like filming and recording it, and I was like, do I really wanna put this on my channel as like a full CGI remake? Because I was like, I'm a TVS boy. So I just decided to make it as a joke towards the end, and then I just didn't even film it from then on. And yeah, you'll just see that here. Enjoy it!
Henry's Hero. Henry and Hero are both very strong engines. They can pull very heavy loads. One day, Henry and Hero went to fill up their tenders with coal.
Nearly done, Henry.
I hope there's enough coal left for me. We've got lots of heavy trucks to pick up.
Don't worry, Henry. There will be.
Henry and Hero picked up their very heavy load from Farquhar Quarry. Then they hurried to the docks where they were needed right away. But as they made their way across the island, the steam from Hero's funnel began to look very dirty.
Hero! Hero! There's dark smoke coming from your funnel!
And from yours, Henry.
I wonder what's wrong.
Just then, Duck rolled past pulling some empty coal trucks.
Oh dear, looks like you two got some of the bad coal that arrived today.
Bad coal?
I've been sent to get some fresh coal to replace it.
Maybe we should wait until the fresh coal is ready.
No, Henry. We can still run on this coal. We still have steam. We have to keep on puffing, Henry. We need to be really useful engines.
Henry wanted to be a really useful engine, but he was very worried about the bad coal.
I'm sorry, Hero, but I'm going to go back to the sheds until the good clean coal gets here.
So Henry left Hero with all the trucks and went back to the sheds. Hero was determined to keep going, only now he didn't have Henry to help him.
Oh dear. There are too many trucks for me to pull on my own.
Then Hero had an idea.
I can take half the trucks on my own and come back for the others later.
Half of Hero's trucks were uncoupled and left on a siding. As Hero puffed along the tracks, his steam was smokier than ever.
Yuck! What a horrible smell!
Sorry, Gordon. I think I had some bad coal.
Then perhaps you should have your firebox cleaned out.
No time for that, Gordon. I have an important delivery.
Hero puffed on, determined to get his job done. But as he headed for the docks, a strange noise was coming from his firebox.
Oh no! I'm clinking and clunking now.
What a racket! You sound like you've got your coupling rods in a twist.
No time to talk, Thomas. I have more trucks to collect.
Everywhere Hero went, people looked at him and wondered what the noise was and what the smell was. Hero was determined. He picked up the rest of his trucks and rushed back to the docks. At last, Hero arrived at the docks. He had delivered all of the trucks. But then the Fat Controller arrived.
Ah, Hero, there you are. I need you to collect some iron girders from the smelter's yard for this ship. They will be very heavy, so you'll need Henry to be your back engine.
Yes, sir. But
what, Hero? You need to get back quickly. The ship leaves at 4.
Hero knew he needed to get his firebox cleaned, but he couldn't say no to the Fat Controller.
yes, sir.
But Hero, why is your steam so dark and smoky?
Hero just kept on puffing and clunking and clanking all the way to Tidmouth's sheds.
Henry, I have taken all the trucks from the quarry, but I need you to help me now.
You were able to take all the trucks, even with your bad coal?
It wasn't easy, Harry, but sometimes you have to keep on puffing.
Well, I did want to wait for the good clean coal to arrive, but if you can keep on puffing, Hero, maybe I can keep on puffing too.
So Hero and Henry set off to the smelter's yard. Hero and Henry collected the flatbeds loaded with heavy iron girders. Hero pulled and Henry pushed.
These are very heavy flatbeds, Hero.
Keep puffing, Henry. We must get to the docks before the ship leaves.
Henry and Hero puffed and chuffed. But now, Henry's firebox started to make some strange noises too.
My firebox is making lots of noise, Hero. Maybe we should go and see if the new coal has arrived yet.
No, Henry. We don't have time. The ship leaves at 4.
Then, as Hero and Henry puffed up Gordon's hill, there was a very strange noise. But it wasn't Henry that stopped puffing. It was Hero.
Hero, why have you stopped?
My firebox is blocked. I've broken down. I'm sorry, Henry. You were right. We should have tried to get the new coal. Now we will never get to the docks on time.
Don't worry, Hero. You taught me to keep on puffing. So that is what I'm going to do.
Henry puffed as hard as he could, and slowly they started to move up the hill. Henry was pushing all the flatbeds, and Hero as well.
Well done, Henry! Keep on puffing!
Henry clunked and clanked and clattered and rattled. His wheels were wobbly and his axles ached, but he kept on puffing.
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed these. Remember, I have that in the community post, so go check that out right now. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Hey guys, this is me the next day. I forgot to mention that the October 31st thing was not a teaser for anything coming soon. I was going to do that for a Halloween special when I made that video, and I forgot about it. I didn't forget about doing it, it's just that the route I was using for the Haunted Henry was so bad that I couldn't even use it, because I made it myself, and it was so bad because I couldn't find any Haunted Henry routes anywhere. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. See ya!